Mamma mia!
I'm hunting on behalf of my biggest client ever, Gene Simmons.
I've been collecting all this for 40 years. I sent for you because I thought you were special.
And I'm gonna have to stay focused.
Oh, wait, you got lunchboxes. Hey, hey, hey!
Or else I'm toast. I need something like this really badly.
How much is it actually worth?
I just bought it for 50.
No, I'm gonna give you 60.
I've got these.
That's a tough piece to get.
You may be the wrong guy.
I'm not the wrong guy. I'm Jordan Hembrow. For over 25 years, toys have been my life.
Found something I want.
My mission is to explore the country.
Do you know how much I can get for this?
Finding fortunes buried in your toy chests at flea markets, auctions, and mega conventions.
I just touched a $17,000 toy.
They call me the Toy Hunter.
Today, I'm taking you to a flea market.
I don't know, Steve. I just can't see anything that I want at a flea market.
No, but you don't understand. Flea markets are where it's at. You're shoulder to shoulder with competition.
Steve is always talking about flea markets.
If I find something that's really cool, man, I'm on top of it.
I don't think they're really that big deal. I mean, every now and then, you will find something, but they are definitely hit or miss.
It's the ultimate. I think it's the ultimate place to go.
I think you're crazy. This is Jordan. Can I help you?
Hi, Jordan. It's Gene Simmons calling.
Who?
Gene Simmons from Kiss, Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons, the demon, the bassist,
I was born on stage, I'm gonna die on stage.
the international businessman behind Kiss.
Let me tell you about the business that is Kiss.
All right, it's an honor.
You're the collector guy that gets obscure stuff, right?
I am the collector guy.
I'm actually looking for a few pieces that I don't have that might wow me.
Okay, well, let me see. Is there anything in particular you're looking for, or do you have any kind of budget in mind?
I'd like you to surprise me.
I can do that. I can definitely surprise you. Surprise Gene Simmons? The guy practically invented merchandising.
What I'm going to do is text you some specifics and we'll get going.
Thank you, Gene. Oh, my God.
I can't believe it.
Gene Simmons from Kiss called me.
How'd he get your number?
I don't know how he got my number. I guess he's Gene Simmons. I guess he can get anyone's number. He probably sit in his office going, get me Jordan Hembrow. And like, man, I do not carry a lot of Kiss merchandise in my inventory, but Gene Simmons would be my biggest client ever. So I gotta find some Kiss stuff stat. It's me, hang on. Wait a minute. He wants this stuff before he leaves for his concert. He leaves in 3 days.
There's a good chance at the flea market we may come out with something really good.
All right, I'll take a chance. Flea market, here we come.
Hey, how's it going, Mike?
Hello.
Welcome to my world now. I've been going to flea markets for years. It's a perfect place to go picking for pop culture and tons of toys. You gotta be quick to the draw because everybody's trying to get a good deal.
What's the pleasure of this visit?
How you doing?
This particular show, I come every month. There's a lot of deals to be found here. It's always unpredictable. I got Disney pins, DVDs, new
It
stuff,
just doesn't
old
focus
stuff.
on one thing.
Steve didn't tell me the flea market would have stuff like this. Mike is bound to have Kiss stuff I'm looking for. But it's gonna be hard for me to stay focused because I've got to look for all this other great stuff first.
He's a sleeper. Planet of the Apes, Action Stallion by Migo.
It's the riding one, right? This one works too, doesn't it?
This one does work, yeah.
I'm happy this 1970s toy still works because it's pretty cool. Kids would place the Action Stallion in a playset, strap in an ape, and let the remote make it come alive. It was a great accessory that helped the toy line capture the magic of the movie. It had, what, 3 sequels? Planet of the Apes, Beneath the Planet of the Apes,
Right.
Escape from Planet of the Apes. How many sequels?
Conquest and then Battle.
A lot of monkey business going on.
say that!
That was so corny, I didn't even want to say it.
When I think of Planet of the Apes, I think makeup. Makeup artist John Chambers actually studied the facial expressions of apes at the LA Zoo while designing the prosthetics the actors used in the film. These guys really got into character. It took them so long to get into makeup that when they'd actually go on lunch break, they'd all like have their makeup on. And they all started breaking off in little groups together, all the actors, but the chimpanzees would all go and eat with the chimpanzees. The gorillas would all go
There's a
eat-
class system?
Yeah, they just turned around like, hey, we're all gorillas here.
Jordan tends to get a little excited when he finds a toy that he likes.
All the chimpanzees over there.
But we don't have any time to waste unless it's Kiss. So I gotta keep him moving. Tell me, what do you think this is worth?
If you want to do 325, I'm content with that. All right?
Good one.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Mamma mia!
We got a Vespa at your booth.
Made by National in the early 60s.
You do not see vintage Vespa pedal cars that often. I gotta have it. This is like the premier mode of European transportation. You drive a Vespa, you're cool, man. Vespas are Italian scooters that hit the streets in the 1940s. They're colorful, cost-effective, and have been popular with trendsetters like the Black Eyed Peas ever since. What do you gotta get on something like this?
I tell you what, you come up with $1,000, you have it.
You take a check?
Yeah.
That's good.
I'll take your check. Okay.
Grazie. I've got two great finds here, but now I've got to focus on the mission at hand. Kiss. Man, come on. Show me the kiss. Show me the kiss. Aha! Steve, I think I see something kiss.
Are these yours?
Yeah, it's one of the little things I have hidden everywhere.
It's Kiss underwear. 1998.
Bloomers.
What are you, from 1920s?
It's just like panties, it's a little more delicate.
In the 1970s, screen-printed underwear exploded in popularity with children. Underoos was a line of graphic tops and bottoms that transformed children into their favorite comic book characters. Since then, underwear apparel has branched out into movies, TV shows, and even rock bands such as Kiss. I've got a better chance of hooking Gene with a wide range of collectibles. And since I haven't seen these in a while, there's a chance he hasn't either.
What do you gotta get on these?
30 for the 4. All right.
Thank you. Ow.
I gotta hand it to Steve. This flea market is overflowing with toys and pop culture memorabilia.
I'll get you.
But I gotta stay focused on Kiss.
Hey, man, I'm Jordan.
Doug Greenwald. My name is Douglas Greenwald. I bring my son to the flea market. Harry and I make great business partners.
You do the show with your dad?
So much fun. I like to collect anything, Mad Magazine, Mad Books.
Really? What's the best thing on your table that I have to look at today?
Around this section.
Around this section?
section?
I like, okay. Let me take a look around. Fat Albert. Hey, 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 brush your teeth. Oh, wait, you got lunch boxes. Lunch boxes? I didn't know you had these.
I love lunch boxes. I have a couple of hundred at home.
That's a lot of lunch.
I enjoy my lunch.
This is the Gomer Pyle lunchbox, Aladdin Industries, 1966. This is vintage.
Jim Neighbors was a great guy.
Well, he started on Andy Griffith's show. He was a mechanic, and then he wanted to join the military.
Right.
So Gomer Pyle was like a spin-off of the Andy Griffith show.
Gomer Pyle belonged to a prestigious list of TV characters that got their own successful spin-offs. He's up there with Frasier from Cheers, Mork from Happy Days, and more recent stars like Stephen Colbert from The Daily Show. Even though it's not Kiss, lunchboxes are great pieces of pop culture memorabilia, and they're guaranteed sales.
How about 70?
70 it is.
Thanks, Private.
Wait, thank you. Thank you.
This lunchbox is awesome, but I can't leave here with just Kiss underwear. I gotta find more Kiss stuff.
Jody, check it out. Some more Kiss.
This is the Kiss Viewmaster reel from the 1970s. This is exactly what I need for Gene. I have to have this.
Excuse me?
Hi. Yeah.
I was looking at this.
I wanted to look at it, yeah.
I want to buy this.
I got like a really, really important client.
And I have an important Viewmaster collection.
How much are you asking on the...
I'm asking 50 for it.
Sold.
Wait. I would pay more than him.
I just bought it for 50.
No.
Hey, toy fans, check out travelchannel.com for the latest in my toy tricks and tips. Steve and I are in Wayne, New Jersey, scouring the flea markets for some rare Kiss pieces for Gene Simmons. And I think this Viewmaster reel may be just what I'm looking for. But I think I got some competition.
What's your name?
Sheldon.
Hey, I'm Jordan.
I don't mean to give you a hard time.
No, I don't either.
I go crazy for Viewmaster.
I know. I got like a really, really important client.
Listen, you don't know, I have a large collection of Viewmaster. Are you a Viewmaster collector?
No, but
In 1979, Viewmaster was at its height, and they were producing all kind of packets on different various everything. I have 50,000 reels, but I don't have this sealed.
You know, normally I wouldn't dream of taking a toy away from someone this passionate. But for a client as big as Gene Simmons, I'm taking the gloves off.
How much are you asking on the Viewmaster?
I'm asking 50 for it.
Sold.
Wait. I would give 60 for you. I would give 60.
I just bought it for 50.
No, you said 50. I'm going to give you 60.
I'll pay 70.
I go 75. 75.
I'll give you 100.
Sheldon, I'm sorry.
I just really, really need it for a guy. I'll tell you what, if I find one sealed, I'll call you.
I'll give you 75. You find one for me.
No hard feelings,
No,
please?
no, we're good.
Can I have a hug? Look at that. All right, now I feel better. Nice to meet you. Bye-bye, Sheldon.
Steve wasn't kidding about the competition at these flea markets. I gotta tell you, I haven't fought this hard for a toy since I was on the playground. There's definitely more to this flea market than I thought. but I gotta keep pushing to find something that's gonna impress Gene.
What are you guys interested in today?
You got any other Kiss stuff?
Actually, we do. We have a very large Kiss comic.
Oh, my God,
Biggest
come
Kiss
on.
comic in the world. It's in the Guinness Book of World Records.
What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you?
You know how big the coffee tables has to be that you put this on?
Anything that Kiss does, they do it big.
This thing is unique, and if Gene doesn't have it already, he's gonna want it.
What are you looking on this?
I'll do it for 100.
Yeah?
All right, enjoy.
This is the one. I just know it. And with that, it's closing time at the Wayne Toy Show. At Mike's, Steve picked up the Planet of the Apes Action Stallion for $325, and it should trot off for $500. And I got the vintage Vespa pedal car for $1,000. And after a tune-up, I'll put her out for a cool $2,000. At Doug's, I got the Gomer Pile lunchbox for $70. And with a matching thermos, Shazam, I'll sell it for $250. And surprisingly, I got 3 very different Kiss collectibles for $230. I paid a little more than I wanted to on all of them, but for a rock and roll god like Gene Simmons, I just had to take some risks. I just hope I didn't get anything that he already has.
Hi, it's Gene Simmons.
Hey, Gene, Jordan, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I got you a larger-in-life comic book from Platinum Studios. It's called the Destroyer Edition.
I have those. When we do the comic books, we get every single page of original art.
This comic book was in the Guinness Book of World Records. It was my white whale.
Look what else I found.
Jordan, I can't talk to you right now. Bye.
He's got the comic.
I only have 1 day left. I've got to make it count.
Tomorrow's another day, right?
Yeah.
Me and Steve have finally found a collector out in Long Island, and she may have the goods. Now, she's a rock and roll mom, so I am praying she has something for Gene Simmons.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
I'm Jordan.
Hi, I'm Blake.
Stevie.
Hey, kid.
Mom's in the basement.
Oh, here we go. We're going down the hatch. You're used to it.
Hey.
Jordan! I'm Vicky. Being a rock and roll goddess in the 80s, I had a ball. So through my collecting, it brings me back. You know, I want to save up for my son Blake's future and college.
All right, rock and roll mom. There's supposed to be some Kiss stuff here, so let's see it.
I love my Kiss.
How long you been collecting Kiss?
I would say 1997.
This is promising, but it's just not rare enough. Let me keep digging. That's no moon. Never mind. Michael Jackson.
I was a Michael Jackson crazy fan.
Did I miss the memo that Michael Jackson is the 5th member of Kiss?
It's a bunch of buttons on a belt.
A vintage belt.
Buttons were like huge back in the 80s. They made millions of these.
They made buttons out of everything back in the 1970s and 80s. But since that time, music companies have moved way, way past that. They're doing everything now from Lady Gaga cookies to One Direction headphones. Michael Jackson memorabilia is as timeless and prevalent as his music. And I'm sure I will have no problem selling these collectibles to some lucky fan.
You know, I normally buy toys, but I don't know, 20 bucks.
We'll throw in the bell for 25.
Yeah, 25. Who am I shaking? There you go.
This is my last chance to find something for Gene, and I am running out of boxes.
These are nice. I like these.
A little too new for me. Tiffany Taylor. I gotta take a pass. All right, nothing in there.
I got this feeling she's holding out on me.
What's in that box?
That's just from my friend.
It says Kiss on it.
It's just a very rare toy, but it's already his. That's why I didn't want to even.
Can I see it?
No.
No. Did he buy it yet?
No.
But you're gonna sell it to him?
Yes.
But it's old, like, Kiss stuff?
Yes.
Can I please see it?
You could see it. I'm getting a lot of money for that.
I'm hanging with Vicky, a rock and roll mom in Long Island, and I'm searching for toys for the one and only Gene Simmons. And I think I may have just found the perfect piece for him.
This is the A-High remote-controlled Kiss van. It was done 1978. It's an incredibly, incredibly rare toy. This is the radio-controlled van. Radio-controlled runs on, like, radio waves through the air. Remote-controlled is tethered. That's when you have the cord.
Right.
And then there's sonic control, which goes by, like, a clicking sound, like an old TV set.
Okay.
This van harkens back to the early days of Kiss, and it's this type of hard-to-find piece I bet Gene is looking for.
I've got a client. He's very important to my business, and I really want to keep him.
I want to keep my friend, too, though.
Can I ask you what he's giving you on it?
He's giving me $700.
Having to match $700 is tough, But I'm out of time, and finding a van like this in the box is extremely rare. There's a chance Gene doesn't have this, and that's a risk I'm just willing to take. I'd probably go up to 900.
Well, how much is it actually worth?
They're worth about $1,600.
Oh my gosh.
How about $1,000? 1,100? Next time I'm in town, I'll buy your friend dinner, and you, and Blake.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, yes?
Yeah, it's 1,100.
Give me a hug.
You're welcome.
Nice. Vicky's rock and roll past might have just given me a bright rock and roll future. I got a series of Michael Jackson buttons for $25, and I hope to sell the entire set for $40. And I got the radio-controlled Kiss van for $1,100. If this doesn't impress Gene, I don't know what will. I paid a little more than I wanted to for these Kiss items, but if Gene likes what I got, it'll all be worth it. And if he doesn't, I'm gonna be taking a big loss here. So here I am in LA. I'm going to see Gene Simmons. And this is the biggest meeting of my life. I've spent close to $1,500 on Kiss stuff that Gene may or may not already have. But you know what? I'm staying positive, and I'm walking out of here with Gene Simmons as my new client. This house is like bigger than the whole town I grew up in. It's like a cathedral.
Yeah?
Gene?
Yeah.
Jordan.
I'm Gene Simmons. I'm that weird-looking guy with the long tongue. I'll walk with you so you don't get lost. Nice ass.
Thank you very, very much. I've been working out. I can't believe this. This is Gene Simmons. He's been a cultural icon since the 1970s. This is incredible. And I'm about to see the thousands of pieces of memorabilia he has to prove it. This is so cool. Are you kidding me?
Settle down. Don't get excited. I've been collecting all this for 40 years. As soon as we started doing T-shirts, belt buckles, anything you can imagine. There's about 2,800 licensed products here. And the fans love it. I mean, look at this.
Yeah, Hello Kitty, look at that, the demon.
Kiss Mr. Potato Head.
These are the prototypes.
This was given to me by the King's Guard, Romania. That'll take off somebody's head.
All right, do I look like you?
It's good to be me. The fans gobbled them up. They still do. It's bigger now than ever.
Nice, I feel tall.
Now what you do is, you kick your feet up high, and then you come down like that. Go way down, a little further back, a little further, no, not that far.
I think I just pulled something, Gene.
That's great. Yeah, why don't you get out of that, because I want to see what you brought me.
All right, moment of truth. I've kept you in suspense enough. You know what it is? I like talking to you, man. It's just, you know why? I don't know when you're gonna have me out again. All right. So the first thing we got is, you familiar with these?
Yeah, I got this.
That's a tough piece to get.
I've got the full set. This is just a special thing, and then there was another one with Travolta in it. And
I know.
Oh,
man. Strike one. I got you. Hang on, my man. Look. These, still in the package. I looked at them, I didn't find them.
I've got these. I've got an entire box.
Oh.
You may be the wrong guy.
I'm not the wrong guy.
And I sent for you because I thought you were special. You got your own TV show and stuff.
No, I got you. I'm not the wrong guy. I'm not the wrong guy. And this is how I'm gonna prove to you I'm not the wrong guy.
Oh, this
all right.
Oh, boy, this is mint condition.
Now, I didn't see one of those around.
Let me just check to make sure it's real. Yeah, it sure is.
You didn't have one of these in your case. This is really what you were looking for.
I remember 1978, we were in New York City, and Kiss was just climbing into the stratosphere. And before all this, and the first few things that we got, we just couldn't believe it.
Is this something you're interested in?
No, I'm just drooling because you're here. So let's get to the price is?
$1,600. And I promise, the next time you need something really rare, I'll be the only guy you need to call.
I'm thinking there's something better than this $1,600 thing that you have in your mind. Follow me outside. Do you want to?
Yeah.
No, what? Stay here.
Okay.
I'll bring it in.
Did I do something wrong?
Where are you?
I'm here. Are you serious?
Come on over. To what, Jordan?
Yeah. Can you write to my friend Jordan?
No.
Oh.
You passed with flying colors. You delivered the goods. That's what I asked for. So you did good. You did good.
Good.
So I'm going to give you this. You can put it up in your store.
And then hopefully you call me again.
I would like that.
Even though Gene didn't buy any of the Kiss stuff I brought, I have to look at this as a long-term investment. I'm coming out of this trip with a major rock star client, and there's no telling where this relationship will lead somewhere down the line. Plus, I'm coming home with a signed gold record from Gene Simmons, and experiences like this are priceless.
You know what I'm interested in is the prototypes.
One of a kind.
One of a kind of me. Then we've got a conversation. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I got some digging to do.
It's a deal. You're a powerful and attractive man.
Thank you, thank you. You've got very soft hands.
Yeah, I'll get out.
Okay, thank you. Got a gold record? Today was a good day. I love you, Gene. Do you have a toy that you think should be featured on our show? Go to toyhunter@travelchannel.com to submit your toy today. You never know, we might take the hunt to you.